What's up, guys? Zade here with my boy Tyler. What you do today, Tyler?
We topped with Tri-Brigade.
Hell yeah. Let's see what you played.
Alright, so standard lineup for Tri-Monsters, nothing really to explain here. Only thing really to explain is probably the 3 Kurez.
I asked Lyle that same question. Why'd you opt for 3 instead of 2?
This was, it's usually because whenever you banish it with Desires, you just want to you want to have it in deck for a search target, at least for me. And having 2, pulling this off a cat and then also with Desires just makes it to where you just want it in rotation. Like, usually you don't need them, you don't really need any of them besides, this and this, after turn 1, but it just makes it better.
I'm assuming by that you play 3 cat?
I actually played 2.
Ooh, 2. How come?
For one, my deck is over 40, so I wanted to cut down on something. I figured this was fine to cut down on because it's good, but committing to this is just kind of weird sometimes. It's probably better to play 3. I would maybe it's not as optimal, but 2 is fine for me. I didn't
miss it at all?
Yeah, I didn't really miss it to where I was in the games that I played specifically, I didn't really miss needing it as a normal summon to start a combo. I can usually play with Fractal or activate Desires, roll into something to with Kurez, and then do some kind of weird place like that. For hand traps, Gamma package. This one's broken because it forces you to play 4 cards in your deck instead of 3. Gammas, 3 Ash, and then I just wanted a little bit more variety for hand traps. So I played 2 of this, 2 to dig, and then just random 1 DD Crow, more so just because it's searchable, but also just as another hand trap.
Yeah, you can get it when you need it. You don't need to.
Yeah. You can dig for it, do whatever you want with it. Spells, there's a whole bunch of them. 3 Desires, nothing really explained there. 3 Tenki, 3 Talents. This really helps because you have a lot of situations where you want to continue to play, but you only have, they stop something weird within your plays, so you want to just be able to draw 2 and continue combo.
Why Desires over Prosperity?
Well, for one, I'm poor and I don't have Prosperity.
He says with his talents out.
Yeah. I would also, even if I had Prosperity though, I wouldn't play it because you need a lot of cards in your extra deck. And I think the draw off of this is better than the dig for 1, because yes, the dig for 1 just gives you gives you what you want in the situation, but the more so what this deck's goal is more often than not is just more so hand trap control with Shurig banishes and doing that kind of normal stuff.
So the +1 comes in real handy? Yeah,
the +1, I just feel the +1 in that situation is just a little better. That's why I'm playing this and this, because just having more advantage to go off is just pretty crazy. I ripped my opponent's hand once. It wasn't that good though. It feels like every time you do that, you lose the game.
Every time you look at their hand and take one?
It's like look at their hand, you lose the game on the next turn.
Rather just pot of greed.
Yeah. I just wanted a main deck thing for mine or something weird that comes up. This also helps against Eldritch if you go against it or something. The 1 God card. And then for traps, I played 3 Revolt. It's the same thing with 3 Kurez. I just wanted to make sure I get into this. It's also really good to hard draw.
Yeah, if you get hand trapped and shit.
Yeah, but not even that. If you hard draw into this, you don't have to summon the Bear Brum, because the Bear Brum at that point is irrelevant. So instead, spoilers for cards that people already play, you can just make this. You can just make this instead, and then just have another interruption along with your Shurig. So it makes it pretty cool in those cases. And then the 1 Imperial Order.
The other God card.
Yeah, the other God card. Even though you play a shit ton of spells, it just doesn't really matter. You just want to stop your opponent from playing spells.
Establish a board, flip it up, hope they can't break yours.
Yeah, pretty much. If you have that with your whole board, you just win. Extra deck. Where is it? Link 1, just if you have the kit, and
Nervall, yeah.
Link 2's 2 Faragite. I think this one at 2 is kind of necessary because if you get into, you can use the one turn 1, and then like you can use this to extend like following turns if you need to. This Bear Broom, I don't think you need to but I played 2. I don't think like the second effect is just like so like minus, but it's also plus. It's just weird. I don't think like playing 2 is like really necessary though. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think the grind factor with it comes up enough because like you get
especially
to
not playing the other pot. Like you never don't banish it or anything.
Yeah, and like you don't need another revolt sometimes. Like you just win with it. Like you just win with 1, so it doesn't matter. The only other Link 2 is this Hermetic Seal for one of your opponent's cards, but you send from hand or field, which is pretty cool about it. And then Link 3s, it's just this and Rugal.
Yeah.
Rugal is just like combo fodder, but him's like getting one from grave and adding it to hand is pretty cool sometimes. This one, just shuffle 1 back from grave to deck, but it's also just like it being able to be beefy.
You ever attack with him at 48?
I did it once, but not in the tournament, like testing kind of stuff. But whenever you get to that point, it's just crazy. Usually they hand trap you, and then like they have some other card in grave, so they you know it doesn't get up to that big, but it can happen. 2 for Link 4 is 2 Shurig, the Appaloosa, and the access code. 2 because you need to, just 1 to summon off Revolt, 1 to summon next turn. You make this extremely easily. And this you only usually have for like 2 negates, but you can make like 2. It's usually 2 or 3. It's never really 4, but you can get in situations where it's up to there, but usually it's just 2. You only really need 1 negate anyway, so they don't stop the revolt. So, someone else has my Sky Cavalry, but it's Sky Cavalry, Downard, and Zeus for the less 3 cards in the extra.
How often does the what's it called? The Downard come up?
It can, but like pretty much every time. I haven't made it so far, but think in every situation that I've thought about, like usually when the Sky Cavalry attacks, like since it can't be destroyed by battle, it's not like getting rid of a material. So unless you're using the effect to bounce, which I don't think you're using that effect too often, unless you have to out like a Dragoon or something. But usually, since it's just staying on board anyway, this comes up pretty often.
Might as well have 4 instead of 3.
Yeah, and that's it for the extra. Side. This was my spot. This kind of
Oh, jeez.
it was the kind of spicy thing for the side for the mirror specifically, but I didn't verse the mirror. But basically, what you do is you get rid of the Shurig in the extra deck, and then they lose. Like they don't do anything else. So
do you wait for them to get the revolt too, and then like rub it in?
Yeah, like you can just wait for them to go like. Normal combo, make Link 3, set card, okay, still in main phase, discard this, reveal Shurig, and then just say, okay, eat shit for the rest of the game.
It kind of kills their grind game. It makes 1 less interruption, it gets rid of the surge.
Like, the only thing they do at that point is like this, and this, but like all the small stuff just doesn't really matter. Like you don't, yeah, did you get these?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, like they just make the access code and the Appaloosa, like, and that's not really a problem. They can make the Zeus, but like that's their only line, and they have to draw into Cat or like get into the 2 level 2s.
Yeah, like normal a kit, pitch to special Karis, and at that point they use so much.
Yeah, at that point you're just like, I don't care what you're doing. I put this on the side, but like I really like this card. But people say it's bad, but I sometimes feel like people only say it because they don't want to lose to it. but
If we just keep telling people Nib's bad, no one will play it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But for the side for this deck specifically, so it's fine. For spells, it's 2 mine. Just like I put it in against Drytron, just like combo decks mainly because I mean they're probably going to side in backward destruction against you, but just something else to have against them because you have like your plays are just so interruptible when in this deck. So it just
It's like just slap that down. They had to stop your play and then also have the out to that.
yeah, pretty much. Back row decks. I shouldn't have sided this card. I shouldn't have it in the side, but I didn't know what else to put in the side.
It was just a random 15th card.
Yeah, like it's
The ulti too. You pull that?
yeah. Well, no, actually, no. I did not pull. I got this off someone. My bad. I pulled.
Damn, hell no then.
Yeah, unfortunate. But for traps, 3 evenly, just back row destruction stuff.
How'd you feel about that card?
It's been up and like it's always been up and down in certain formats, but like I've always had it in one because I don't have lightning storm, but also like it just comes like it comes up in situations that it doesn't seem like it would. Also, it's just like probably one of the best cards for back row removal. Like they have to judgment this or they lose their board.
For real.
Like there's no getting around it. You have to. And speaking of judgment,
Speak of the devil.
yeah, like I also like I feel like I shouldn't have sided this as well, but it was just like catch all for like random stuff.
What would take its place if you didn't?
Probably some other hand trap. I can't really think. Like I can't really think of anything. That's kind of why it's also here because I couldn't really think of anything else. But what else would I put in? I'd probably put in like some like droll or something.
I like that card a lot.
Yeah.
Especially against dry.
That's one card I didn't play, but I thought we had enough too. I thought we had enough even without droll. And yeah, that's it.
Anything else you want to say about your deck?
It's stupid.
Any shout outs or anything?
Stay classy for this nice field center.
That thing is tough, and we played. I really liked looking at it.
Yeah. Shout out to Zaid for doing the deck profile. And,
Shout out Tyler for doing it too.
Yeah, and shout out to my opponents for losing to me.
All right, thank you, Tyler. Appreciate you.
Welcome.